Hello student, welcome to Nagesh Karasge Orchid School channel. Myself Hina Patel, going to teach you mathematics for the grade 7. We had started with our third chapter, that is data handling. We had already learned what is arithmetic mean, mode and median. We had seen some examples related to mode and median. We will go some more examples of mode and median from the exercise. Yes, we will try to find out. Here is one example. The weight in kgs of given of a 15 student of a class are 38, 42, 35, 37, 45, 50, 32, 43, 43, 40, 36, 38, 43, 38, 47. These are what? It is a weight of a 15 student which is given in the kg. So, one of the weight of a student is 38 kg, another student is 42 kg and so on. First question is, find the mode and the median of this data. What is mode? You know what is mode? First we have to arrange this all in ascending order. Mode is nothing but a frequency, already we had learned in the previous class. So, we will try to write the stepwise. The weight of a 15 students are given. Yes, it is given as it is what we had written here. First we have to arrange in ascending order. Means what? The lowest weight will be the starting, that is we have to find out which is the lowest number out of this, that is nothing but kg, which is given the weight of a student. So, 32 kg is the lowest weight of a student and so on. We had started 32, 35, 36, 37, 38 it's gone on increasing and the last number, that is 50 kg is the highest weight of that students of that class. Now, our question is first we will find out the mode. So, mode of a given data is value of observation. What are the values? These are the values what we had written here in ascending order, that is our observation which occurs for a most number of time. The word is very important, most number of times. This means which number is repeated. We can say repetition of a number, or we can say mostly the number is many a time, or we can say the frequency. So, which number is repeated here? We have to see from the given observation. And what will be the repetition of the number here? Which 32, 35 is once it is written, 38, 38 3 times it is written, 40 is 1 time, 42 is 1 time, 43, 43, 43 is 3 times. Here we are having this 43 is repeated 3 times and here 38 is repeated 3 times. So, we will write both the weight, that which is nothing but most number of a time, and the median of a given data is the middle observation. We will see, first we will write the mode. When the data is arranged in a ascending order or descending order, as there are 15 terms. How many terms here? Because the weight of 15 students are given. Here weight of 15 students are given. So, this is 15 terms in a given data. Therefore, the median of this data will be the 8th term. What is median? Previous class I told, if you are getting confused, you can cancel from the starting and cancel from one from the end, or you can see when it is 15 you can do the half of this, or you can say that 8 terms here, 7 terms here and 7 terms here. So, it will be 7 terms and 7 terms here, 14, and the which is the left over in middle is your 15 term, that is nothing but median. So, we will see after the 8 term what is the median. So, this is a 1 term, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So, 8th term is nothing but it is a middle term, or it is known as an median. So, what is the median? Median is 40, and what will be the observations what we had done here? I had told we are having the mode as a 2, that is 38 and 43. So, mode of a given data is given the values observations we had seen till the median, and also it can be observed 38 and 43 both are occurs how many time? 3 times, 1, 2 and 3. Here also we are having 43, 1, 2 and 3. When you will find this, you have to first do arrange the data in ascending order. So, therefore, we can say the mode is 38 and 43 and our median of given data is a 40. So, I think so everyone understood. One by one we have to see the example and we have to write the steps. So, also it can be observed that 38 and 43 I told both occurs 3 times. So, it may be the maximum number of a time, means we are having both were repeated 3 times. So, therefore, the mode of this data is 38 and 43. It may varies that it may the another number also may repeated same time 3 times, then we can write that number also. So, mode can be a 1, 2 or 3 also. So, yes, there are the 2 modes for this given data, but when the number is repeated frequently. So, now we will see one more example, that is find the mode and the median of a data. Here we do not have anything, just they had given the numbers to us, we have to find out the mode. Now, you know how to find out mode? Yes, first we have to arrange the data in an ascending order. Now, we are having very simple digits, that is 13, 16, 12, 14, 19, 12, 14 and 13 and 14. So, first we will arrange this in ascending order. So, we had then how many times the numbers are repeated, that you have to see to find out the mode of a given data. So, mode of a given data is the value of observations which occurs for the most number of times. You can find out which number is repeated, which number has occur most number of time, or you can say the repetition of a number or the frequency, which number has frequently repeated to that. So, we can say it is a frequency. The median of the given data is the middle observation. Now, our question is to find both the things, that is a mode and median. So, we have to find first mode. So, what will be the mode? Repetition of a number. Which number is repeated? This 12 is repeated 2 times, 13 is repeated 2 times, 14 is repeated 3 times, or we can say the most number of time is number is 14 is repeated. So, we can say the frequency is of a 14. So, we can write that mode is nothing but an 14. So, what is the mode of a given data? What we had got here is 14. Now, to find out the median, first we should know what are the observations given to us are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So, now already we had arranged this in ascending order. Now, it is observations are total 9. So, what we have to do? If the 9th term is given data, therefore, the median will be what? 5th term. So, what will be the 5th term? Because we have to leave from 4 from this left hand side and 4 from right hand side. So, what we are getting in the middle, that is the 5th term is a 14. So, we can say that median is also an 14. Just we will read here. Hence, also it can be observed that 14 occurs 3 times, that is a maximum number of times. The number which occurs a maximum number of times, or it is repeated a many more time, that number is nothing but our mode, and therefore, the mode is the 14. And median, I told when we are having a 9 terms which is given in our question, we have to find out the 5th term, but when first we have to write in ascending order, then only we can find out the median. So, here we are having median and mode both are 15. Now here we are having a very simple statement of a true or false. Tell whether the statement is true or false. Just we will discuss why, when it is true, no need of prove that. If it is false, we have to prove the statement why it is a false. The mode is always one of a number in a data. Yes, because how we find mode? First we have to arrange the given observations in ascending order, and then the number which is repeated more number of time, that is nothing but mode. So, that will be from the observation only, always from the one of the number. Yes, so it is the true statement. The second one is the mean is one of the number in the data. You know what is mean? In the previous class we had discussed arithmetic mean, mean or average. These three terms are having the same meaning. Here the mean is nothing but arithmetic mean is the one of the number in the data. It may or it may not. How it will be? I will say the mean may or may not be one of the number in the data, because when we divide, because what is the mean? Mean is nothing but observation, sum of all observations upon number of observation. You know the formula very well. So, whatever the observations are given in that particular question, you have to do the sum of this and divide by number of observation. It is not possible that every time you will get a division with a whole number. Sometime when we divide, we get in the decimal. So, it can be 4.5 also, but we do not have the such type of a number in the data. So, it may or may not be the same number of a data. Okay, most of time it may or it may not be. So, we can say that the statement is false, and I had told you why it is false, because mean may or may not occur one of the number in the data. Now, third one, the median is always one of the number. Yes, you know very well, because how we find out the median? Median, just we arrange the data and we find in ascending order, and we find out at middle term. Means if you are having a 9 observations or 9 terms, the what will be the middle term? That is your fifth term or fifth observation. So, that is nothing but median. So, it is we are finding out a median from the given data, that will be the number in a data. So, this statement is true. Now, last one, the data 6, 4, 3, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 9 has a mean 9. Can you say directly? No, we have to do the mean. What is the formula? That we have to write, and we have to prove that is the 9 is the mean of that. The 9 they had given is, we have to not find out the mean. Mean is nothing but we have to do the total of these all observations divided by number of observation. How many observations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. I will show you here how it is given. The median of a given data is the middle observation, which we had seen in the third one. So, the statement was true. Why it is false? Because first we have to find out the mean. Mean, how we will find out? First we will write all the observation, we will do the total, and we have to, number of observations are 8. So, we have to divide it by 8. 8 ones are 8 8s are 64. So, what we got as a mean? As an 8, and our statement here is given as a mean should be a 9. So, this again I will read the data 6, 4, 3, 8, 9, 12, 13 and 9 has mean 9. It is a false, because we have calculated it and we had find out the mean as an 8. So, this statement is an false statement. Now, we will see the graphs, bar graphs. We had learned about the mean, mode and median. Now, we will see the different type of graphs bar graphs. Why we are using the bar graph in detail we will learn and in this lesson. Use of bar graphs with different purposes, because when we are using it is we are using for different purposes. We have seen last year how information collected could be first arranged in a frequency distribution table, and then this information could be put as a visual representation in the form of a pictograph or a bar graph. Last year we had done some activities also. So, what we do? First we will collect the information and we arrange in a frequency distribution table, and then we do the visualization representations in the form of an pictograph, means picture representation of a graph, which we give a small pictures, and we can say that one picture represent this much number of quantities or candidates, whatever it is. And bar graph, you can also look at the bar graph and make the deductions about the data. You can also get informations based on this bar graph. For example, you can say that the mode is a longer bar if the bar represents the frequency. Now, we are having some different scales and that we have to see in detail. So, here choosing a scale, we know that bar graph is a representations of a numbers using a bars of uniform width and the length of a bar. Means what? First we have to draw the bar graph. Just we have to find out the length and the width. Width will be the similar. Length may depends upon the frequency and the scale you have chosen. For example, in the bar graph where the numbers in units are to be shown, the graph represents 1 unit length for one observation. That you should, when you are drawing, you should be very careful to write what is the 1 unit will represent, that you have to write. That is nothing but one observations, and if it has to show a number in a tens or hundreds, 1 unit length can represent 10 or 100 observation. So, it depends upon the data what we had got. It may be a large number of data, so we have to use a large digit and we have to find out the scale. Considering this following, we will see some examples related to this. Here we are having some examples, so you will understand what are the bar graphs and what is the data given here. 200 students of 6th and 7th class were asked to name their favorite color so as to decide upon what should be the color of their school building. So, this was the collections, that is nothing but we were going to collect the data for our school building color. So, the results are as shown, represented in the tabular form. The favorite colors was red, green, blue, yellow and orange. Number of students like red color was 43 students, like green color was 19 students like green color, blue color 55 students, yellow color 49 students and orange color 34 students. This we got the data how many students were there from the 6th and 7th class. These students have given their opinion for the color of their school building. Now, answer the given following questions with the help of a bar graph. Already bar graph we are having, we have to see the bar graph and we have to find out the answer for this. Which is the most preferred color? Means which color was liked by more student, and which is the least preferred color, means which color was liked by less number of students. By seeing this data, you can say but we will take the help of an bar graph and we can see which color was most preferred. Most preferred means maximum number of students like that color was, which one it is? Here it is given, we have to see the height of a bar graph. What we have to see? We have to see the height of a bar graph. So, we can say that blue color was preferred by most of the student because it is this bar is taller than all remaining 4 bars. And same question we are having, which is the least preferred? Least preferred means which are the least number of students liked, means which is the showing the less height of a bar graph, where the bar graph is, the height of a bar graph is less as compared to all other bars. So, we can say the 20. So, here it is 20 is a green color. So, we can say that the green color was least preferred by the student. How many colors are there in all and what are they? So, we can see from here which are the colored all, that is red, green, blue, yellow and orange. What are their colors? We are having 5 colors and we can write the name of 5 colors. We will see one by one. This I had explained you orally, so it will be easy to understand what is given here. Choose a suitable scale as follow. First, here already bar graph was given, so just we can give the answer to that. But when we have to draw the bar graph, first we have to draw both the axis, that is an y axis and this is our x axis. First we have to choose the scale. Start the scale at 0. So, this is our 0 where the both the axis, that is x and y axis meet is nothing but 0. The greatest value in the data is 55. Here we have to see the tabular form where the greatest value is 55 and the least value, that is 19. And so, we have to end these values till the higher number, that is the next number, end the scale at the value greater than that of an 55. We have to cover this 55. So, we have to go for an higher value or greater value than that of 55, such as 60. Use the equal division along the axis, such as an increments of 10. You know that all the bars would lie between the 0 and 60. We have to find out that when you are drawing that all bars, this should be lie between 0, 0 to 60, because we have taken the 60 as an greater than the 55. It should be in between the 60 and 0. It should not come out of the axis, that is x axis. Now, the distance between this, what we had choose the scale 0 to 60, we have to think which type of a scale we will use. You can use, if it is possible, we are having 5, you can write 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 5 multiples of a scale, or you can use the 10 multiple of a scale, that is 0, and then after that, that will be 10, 20, 30, but the distance between 0 and 10 should be the same as that of 10 and 20. So, there should be an equal distance between the scale. It should not happen that when you write by mistake here 10, you will write directly 30, it is wrong. It should be have a equal distance. So, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, there should be equal distance. You know that all the bars would lie between 0 and 60. We choose the scale such that the length between 0 and 60 is neither too long or not too short. I told just we have to think and we have to write the scale. So, distance should be not too small than this, or it should not be too long than that 0 to 10 here. It will be not sufficient to write all the data or all the values here. So, hence we take 1 unit is equal to 10 student. So, when you write this on the y axis, So, you have to mention the scale as soon as you had prepared this y axis by this equal scaling, equal number of divisions. So, you have to write 1 unit is equal to how much, because this is 1 unit, 0 to 10 is a 1 unit is equal to 10. What it is? It is related to student. So, we are writing as 10 student. So, I think so everyone understood how to write the y axis and x axis. We have to think, and we have to first we have to write, after completion of a y axis you have to write the scale. Next, we then draw a label the graph as shown. Yes, we have to draw the graph on a graph paper. From the bar graph we conclude that by seeing the bar graph, blue is the most preferred color because the bar is having a tallest bar out of this all. Because the bar represents, the blue is the tallest bar in the bar graph. Green is the least preferred color because the bar represent, green is the shortest bar in the compared to other bar graph. There are 5 colors, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and the second question was what are they? They are red, green, blue, yellow and orange. These are observed on a horizontal line, means we have written this on a x axis, this is known as horizontal line, that is the colors, and what we have written number of students on the y axis, that is known as an vertical line. So, we have to think that there should be the equal distance between the bars and equal values, that is unit between the two scale. Now, we will go for one more example. So, you will understand what will be that. The following data is given to us, just we will read out. Total marks out of 600 obtained by the 6 children of a particular class. Represent the data on the bar graph. Here students name is given, marks obtained by the students were given here. So, how many out of 600? It is out of 600. So, Ajay got 450 marks, Bali got 500 marks out of 600, Dipti got 300 marks, Fayaz got 360 marks, Gitika got 400 marks and Hari got 540. I want to represent this in this data in bar graph, in a form of bar graph. To choose an appropriate scale, we make a equal division taking an increments of 10, such 1 unit will represent 100 marks. What would be the different difficulties if we choose a 1 unit as a 10? Because if you use a 10, we are unable to fit this all the units in a vertical line. So, we are using here as a 100 as 0 to 100 is the marks, that is 1 unit is equal to 100 marks. How many students we are having? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. All the name of students we can write on a x axis, that is nothing but horizontal line, and the vertical, that is a y axis, we will write the marks of students which is out of 600. So, already we had have in the tabular form. So, we have to choose our scale, then we have to represent the what is the number of marks Ajay got is 450. Just we have to mark here 450 and we have to draw the bar. In similar way, we can draw all the bars. Already we are having the marks of a student, and by seeing this we can find out who got a maximum marks. No need to read, or by seeing the bars we can say Hari was having a maximum marks and that of Bali was having the maximum mark. Who was having the least marks? That is Dipti with 300 marks. So, I think so everyone understood how to draw the bar graph when the tabular form is given. Yes, my dear student, try to solve the exercise sum. So, you will get how to draw the bar graph. You can prepare your own data and you can try the bar graph on a graph paper. Thank you very much.